Yo, what's going on, peeps? We back with another vid. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I did forget to do the preview because I was so caught up thinking about other stuff that it totally slipped my mind that it's actually game day on Sunday. I think I was off work, I was a little bit thrown through the loop and some other things took place that made me totally forget to do the preview. But just in case you're wondering, it was Spurs v Leeds, and surprisingly it was Spurs 2, Leeds 1. We were at home, first home game for Conte. It was a tricky one, to be fair, after international break as well. And as you know, a lot of our players were on international duty. You can see first half was very lackluster, and I'll get into that later, but it was definitely a tricky one for after international break. But they pulled through when it looked like there was no hope, and came through with the win. But let's start with the lineup, start 11. So the 11 was a little bit skeptical with the Winks and Højbjerg thing, because there's no creativity between the both of them. But to his credit, Harry Winks, he did actually have a decent game, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but the last few games he's been playing this season, whether he's come off the bench or whatever, he's actually looked pretty good. Like, he's finally unleashed that player that he had hidden inside. He could pass it, and he's a lot more direct, something he never showed on the Poch really, or on the Mourinho. But this season it's definitely come out and he's not great. He still needs to be replaced, but one of the best out of the bad bunch, and he has looked pretty decent. But with a team like this and how we've been playing, it's not really hard to look decent, is it really, if we're being totally honest? But yeah, I saw that Kane, Son, Lucas, I was like, okay. And he had Tanganga, Dyer, and Ben Davis as the back three, which was definitely something I was like, Tanganga, he's okay, but I'd have probably had Sanchez in there at the start, and Davis in the back three. Doesn't really have the legs anymore, but to his credit, he didn't really have a bad game. He done alright, to be fair to him. He did have a little chance second half, good touch, just didn't have that striker's instinct, but he too had a decent game as well. But first half, awful. 45 minutes was awful. Leeds were all over us. They battered us and definitely deserved to go into the break a goal up. And at half time, the boos were definitely whistling, and I don't think it's for Conte, definitely not. It's definitely for the team, and I think it's because they're just they weren't even second to every ball. They weren't second, they didn't win any first ball, no second balls, no duels, they didn't win anything, no 50-50s. It was a poor display in the first half. One of the worst first halves I think I've seen from them, and they've been shit for a minute, but definitely up there, one of the worst first halves. No shots, couldn't string any passes together. They get into the final third and it would just fall apart, giving away the ball, Lucas giving it away, falling over, heavy touches. It just wasn't great, and if we did go forward, we just lost it, and they were coming right back after wave, vroom, vroom, corner after corner. And they finally got their breakthrough with Dan James just before half time. It's never a good time to concede, but it's got them around the 44th minute mark or something like that. He popped up and got them the well-deserved goal, and they went in half time goal up. Second half, I don't know what Conte said to them or did to them in there, but whatever he did, that whole team woke up and they just came out a different team. Everyone, even Kane, looked a little more decent. Probably one of the better games that he's had this season, which isn't hard. Son, Lucas, even though wing backs playing a lot more higher, being a lot more aggressive. Midfield, Højbjerg, wings, on job. And then we got our goal. It was a bit pinball in the box, but we finally got the goal that we probably deserved in that second half. Probably one of the most unlikely sources, but Højbjerg, little scuff shot, went into the bottom corner, 1-1. Then Dyer gets a free kick, takes a little deflection, well, wicked deflection, hits the post, and Reguilon was the first to respond. Nobody else responded, not even these players, nobody. He was free as a bird and sticks it in. And to be honest, second half, Leeds didn't really trouble us. A couple of little, I wouldn't say half chances, but probably quarter chances, because they weren't really great chances, but didn't look like they were going to score. If anything, looks like we were going to grab another one. Harry Kane, straight away at the gate, gets through and goal, hits it low towards the keeper. Should have went the other side, but keeper made a good save, hit the post. And that's when it started. That first, I want to say, 50 seconds, right off the off, he was in. He had another chance, should have took it, but we can see that Conte's just come on, let's be real. He had the game against Vitesse, he's had his first game against Everton, which was poor. We've actually had 4 shots on target in this game, because we had none in all the others. In over 2 hours of football, we've had not 2 hours. In 180 minutes? No shots on target. To have a game with 4 and around 13 shots on goal or something. So you can see it, he's changing things. He's not leaving it like Mourinho. He's not leaving it like how Nuno would. He sees it, he said no, not working. Tells them something and they come out totally different. He brought on Sanchez as well, and that was it. He's not scared to make changes. He saw it weren't working, told them not to fix the head up, you're at home, don't embarrass me. And he put a crack up their ass, and they came out and they definitely played much better. It was a game of 2 halves. Leeds had the first half, they won it 1-0, but we won the second one 2-0, which is most important, and that's getting 3 points. Now we're up to around 7th. I think we're around 4 points off top 4. Can't complain. Where do we go next? I can't remember where we go next. Let me see where we go next. We go again next Sunday, and we got Burnley away. And Burnley have last couple of games have done alright, but I'm expecting us to beat Burnley, if I'm honest. I expect them to shut up shop and try us on the counter. But I'm expecting a comfortable victory, but hopefully I remember this time to do a preview, which I most likely will, which will drop on Saturday, and I probably will be doing player ratings tomorrow at some point, so look out for that. And that's pretty much the preview. Shit first half and a much better second half. Pretty much, that's all there is to it. There's no real science behind it or anything. That's all it is. But big up Conte. Looks like he's coming in and slowly getting his philosophy into these players. It did take a while to rate them up, but after international break, this is how Tottenham always play. Because a lot of our players on international, and you can see they just look tired and leggy. And second half is when they usually wake up, which is weird. But hey, whether you get up late in the second half, then just don't bother for the whole game. I'll take it. At least we weren't out of sight, but against better opposition, nah, you got to be on job from start to finish. But these have not been great, and they weren't great in the second half. Not much of a threat. But that is the review. Make sure you look out for the play ratings tomorrow, and I will be dropping, hopefully this time, the preview for our game against Burnley at Turf Moor on Saturday. It is now 9 o'clock PM. It's a bit late. Game finished a good few hours ago, but I was eating my food and doing some other bits, getting my daughter ready for bed. So that's that. You gotta enjoy the rest of your weekend. What's left of it wherever you are in the world. Until the next vid, I'm out of it. Peace.